Okay, I'm so excited. We are continuing our Back from Palooza series. There's so many people, there's so many breakout sessions. Every person is taking away something different. So we wanted to bring that back to you. One, we wanted to bring it to you that didn't get to go to Palooza, but two, like I said yesterday, selfishly, I want the tips, tricks, tidbits, feedback, all the things from the sessions I didn't get to go to because we couldn't all be in the same sessions at once. So, with that being said, we're going to just kick this off. Sweet Ashley is going to start us off. She's got that sweet baby, and I'm now about to fly to Minnesota so I can hold baby. So, all right. Look how cute. Okay, girl, take it away. Tell us one, what number Palooza was this for you? What stood out to you this time? And then I'll ask you some more questions as you talk.
All right, sounds good. Well, hey guys, I am playing Army Widow right now, so don't mind the chaos that could potentially ensue with this one, and then if the boys start barging in the room. But so this Palooza was number 4 for me. I almost didn't make it, mainly because of a young child and just trying to get everything coordinated. My husband has annual training right now, so life is busy. But you know what? I saw a sign that I needed to be there. And knowing what Palooza's done for me in the past, I've been with Lavelle for over 5 years now. And I always come out of Palooza with a completely different mindset in a good way. And so we made it happen. I got there. I didn't get there until Friday afternoon though. So unfortunately I didn't get to attend any of the breakout sessions. But it's just an awesome reminder of how important and how impactful it is to be in a room with thousands of other thrivers. We have the opportunity a lot, or if you haven't had the opportunity, make sure it happens, but to do, thriving mingles and stuff, which tend to be on the smaller side. But when you get in that room with those thousands of other thrivers, you guys, there's no words for it. I just can't describe how grateful and humble I get, like I brought back by being in those rooms. Hearing the different speakers, the opportunity to see all of these. Oh, she's got a cold, so she's not choking, she's just coughing. To be able to hear from these reputable speakers. This time we had Travis Mills, who is 4-time quadriplegic. I don't even know how to say that. He doesn't have any limbs, and I'm in the military, and so that was huge for me to be able to hear from somebody who I understand. I understand what he's been through, not his injuries, but the military in general. And then to just see how he's come out of that experience and still continue to have such an amazing mindset and impact so many people all over the world. Yeah, that's probably where this Palooza got me, was just hearing his story and then just being reminded, how grateful we are to be able to be in a room with that many thrivers and be able to, I look at getaways and Palooza as such an awesome opportunity to meet new thrivers, or meet thrivers that maybe I am inspired by, or I stumbled upon, and I follow their journey as well, because nobody is untouchable in this company. I have never run into a thriver that is untouchable or is not willing to meet me and have a conversation with me, give me some of their best tips and tricks. So that is huge for myself.
I do love that. But because for me, this being my first company, like real company, I've never, when people are like, oh, like you could talk to anybody and any leader talks to us. And I'm like, wouldn't we? Because I don't understand that mentality of, I guess, some companies where it's like, you can only talk to them if you're, I don't know, wearing pink or something, but like you have to be a certain rank or something. That's weird. But I will say, so the Travis Mills thing, I loved it. I thought he was so good. But something that he said, and I've heard, I know Chas has said this before, and something that he said, and then you talking about him again, I'm like, really stood out to me was about, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, but not comparing are hard, like I feel like I've always grown up with being told, well, so and so has it worse than you, or so and so, like, well, like you be grateful where you're at because you have your arms and legs, or be grateful where you're at because your husband's alive, or be grateful where you're at because you didn't lose a baby, like I've heard those things so much that I've always thought, like, I'm like, well, like, I mean, I have struggles, but they're not as bad as their struggles. So I need to keep it to myself and, things like that. And so when he said, don't compare your hard, like your hard is your hard. And I really, I don't know, I felt that like, like it was like permission to be okay with when I'm struggling, and not that back old school in my mind of suck it up, buttercup, you're better off than so and so, like it's just all, I mean, coming from like boomer age anyway. So all right, Ashley, I know you have to go. Do you have any last anything that just kind of where you're at now? Like what are you doing since you got home besides being army, all the things right now?
Life. Um, you know, I wouldn't say that since I've had her, she's almost 8 months now, and I've definitely had to find a new routine. Now, I will never complain about, not having the time or anything now that I have a baby, because, we're all busy, right? We're all busy. I haven't been able to stay home with any of my kids until now. And so I'm truly grateful for this company. Um, but it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle to figure out, time management and how to work my business into stop it into her pulling my hair. She's busy now. So like I can't really sit and talk to somebody on the phone. And so really, really scheduling my time. But there's something about going to Palooza or just being in a room with a bunch of other thrivers that just refuels myself, and I reminds me that I can do this. I've done this. I started this business working 13 hours a day out of the house, and my boys were little, and my husband worked on the road 5 days a week. And we went 80K in five months. So I know it's possible. Anything is possible. It's just it refueled my fire. And this is the first time, I haven't been to the last couple getaways because of being pregnant and then not having her. And so my fire's fueled again.
I'm so excited. And it's that reminder too of, when we started this, we really did work this business in the nooks and crannies. When we say 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, like that's for real. And so I think, you with the baby, it's like, okay, now I got to get back to 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. So when you do have 5 minutes, or she is, not busy for a hot second, that's when you send the quick message or do the quick post. Like it's truly getting back to that. Thank you so much, girl. I'm so glad I got to squeeze you, and I can't wait to squeeze you again. Okay. Pamela, I know you needed to go next. You've been running crazy all day.
All
So
day.
let us kind of share I know you did go to some breakout sessions. So which ones were your favorite? Which Palooza was this for you?
I believe this was number 5 for me because my very first Palooza was New Orleans.
Oh.
And then we all missed COVID, and then I missed the next year because of COVID. So,
okay. So,
yeah.
Okay. What breakaways, what were your favorites? What did you go to? What did you take the most out of?
Okay. Well, I am a Kentucky basketball freak. So 20 Beckham, when we walked in that room, I had no idea who we were about to hear from. Had no idea, I didn't even choose that one. When someone else in our group chose it, and I was like, okay, let's go. And the more he got to talking, and it clicked with me who he was, like I put my pen and notebook down, and I just started listening. And I was, when he mentioned things like Coach Calipari or, the SEC championship and all that I would just scream and be like, woohoo, yay, yeah, because, I'm blue. And I ended up getting to like go up on stage with him and meet him. He gave me a book that he signed. We got to talk. I'm in this book. We're connected on social media, but like I only wrote down a few things that he said because I was listening. I wasn't, note taking. But one of the first things he said was, you have to make choices like a champion, and you have to figure out why you're doing this, what you're, he said, striving for. What are you striving for? It's like, what am I thriving for? You got to figure out, are you wanting a feeling? Are you wanting a financial status? Do you want a title? What accolade is it that you're going after? And then you have to figure out your why and nail it down and realize that your why will change periodically with time. But, when we first started, my why isn't nowhere near what it is now because a lot of things have been overcome and things have happened. I've graduated from college and stuff, and that's not my why anymore. But you have to be able to shift your why with where you're at and make sure that you're always on track to have your championship moment. And if you're not, why aren't you? What is the one thing keeping you from your championship moment? Figure it out. Fill it. He said, figure it out and fill it out. And I always go back to Chastity saying, you got to feel it before you heal it. So whatever it is, this guy came from like the hood. He flashed up a picture like of all his little friends out in the street when they were like probably elementary school age. And he had drew lines underneath them, and you could tell it was like his handwriting. And he wrote, dead, dead, in prison, dead, whatever. And he was like the only one still alive out of 10, 15 kids on a block party. And I was just like, that's really sad. And then I got to thinking, I have that picture. I have that picture of me and my downline and my upline, and I'm the last one standing. And look what he did. He went out and did so much more with other people, with new people, with different people, And I mean that right there, that picture was just like, I've been stuck in a mindset that I have to go back to the very first promoters that I enrolled, and I got to drag them along. I got to pick them up and carry them with me. And bless Carol's heart, she's tried for so long to get me out of that. But that picture that he put up, that of all those people that are like were his foundation and they're no longer here, just really made sense to me. He said, when you write down your problems, 50% of your problems are gone because you've identified them and you can make a plan to overcome them. And then the last statement that really, really has stuck with me was Maria and Courtney. And Maria said, if I can do this, so can you. Why can't you do it if I can do it? And then the lady that was in the main event that said, get in the damn room. Like, you've got to be present. You've got to be in the room. And when we went to New Orleans the first time, they released Operation Bomb. And I mean, we came home and we hit bonuses galore. Like I hit a bonus. Some of my teammates hit bonuses. Like, we were on fire, and that fire's gone out. Like, I'm the last man standing, kind of. And this Palooza was probably the best that we've had, with the exclusion of not having Lenny Kravitz. But I mean, it clicked at that first NOLA Palooza, and it's clicking for me again. Like, no one in this world is immune to adversity. You've got to learn how to face it and move past it.
Yeah. I love that. And yes, I agree. We need Lenny back. But
Yeah.
but I will say, when you were saying that about you're the last man standing, and before it was fire, there's no fire left. But so my thing now is like, I'm like, yes, I'm digging in to old and seeing who's ready. But if they're not, they're not. But I'm building new. And I got 2 new promoters yesterday, and y'all, it's been a while since I've gotten new promoters. And I know everybody thinks things come easily to me, but like I'm really good right now with customers, but my promoter getting has been in a little bit of a valley. So, I'm just thinking about like it's time to gather new wood, right? Like if you're gathering new wood to build that fire again. And so I think that's pretty darn awesome. Because I know you, and you've always been true to this, and you just got to gather the wood
Right.
and rebuild the fire.
Yeah, I got to spend, it felt like just this little bit of time, but I got to spend probably 5 minutes on stage talking to him.
Oh,
And Kentucky just lost their coach that they gave a lifetime contract to. He just up and left overnight one night. And if you're any kind of sports fan, when you don't have a coach and you're looking for a coach, it's just madness. And
mm.
we got to talk, and he's like, I said, "How do you feel about the new coach?" And he said, I was actually there when he was introduced. And he said, my heart's still blue. We just got to rebuild.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
that's it.
mean,
Your
if
heart
I had
still
went,
thrive. We just got to
yeah,
rebuild.
if I had flew into New Orleans and walked into his breakout session and walked out and got on a plane and flew home, my cup was full. I just got all the
Oh, I
extras
love
for
that.
being there all weekend. Yeah.
I
Thank
love that.
whoever brought him in, because he was just, I know he spoke to me more because I'm blue, but if you listen, or like he gave me an autograph book, like, and I'm sorry I'm shaky. My tripod is 2 Stanley Cups stacked up on top of each other right now. Because I'm
That's
supposed to be at
hilarious. All
home.
right. Well, I will let you go.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you
for having me.
so much. Thank you for that. I love that because I didn't get to see him. So awesome. Thank you. I'm gonna jump right on over to Brittany just because I'm just kind of going over across my screen. Brittany, okay, so one, you and Jennifer, I'm just gonna give y'all big, huge props and thanks for coming. You came by yourself, like no upline, no downline. I know with just some busyness in life, a good chunk of your upline couldn't come, but I'm here. But I'm so glad that y'all came and you didn't let it hinder you. So Brittany, go ahead and start with you. Like, what number Palooza was this? And then what same thing, breakout sessions, and what do you come back with?
So, this I think is number 7 for me, I think. And so I'm gonna have to say we did not put our full heart into it and didn't attend the breakout sessions. And after attending, like some of the notes I'm looking back at, like we kind of failed ourselves there by not doing that. And it was a Saturday's main event was really eye-opening. Like it built the fire in Jennifer and I have again. And we've had, I mean, Amber, we've had a lot of struggles with the team and like just having our upline. And first off, we just want to thank you because you, Mitzi, and Ashley have been there for us from the beginning and you guys don't give up on us and we appreciate that so much. But basically I heard do it until you get it done. And that's where our heart is now. We're going to do it until we get it done. And we need to do some self reflecting and do what are you going to do different? Let's see. I put, I am responsible for my own success. And I can't remember who said this, but she said, do the dang thing.
Margie. And then
Yeah.
they redid a recording last night. I need to get that.
Yeah. So it's just, this is our opportunity. And if we don't take advantage of it, no one else will for us. And the biggest thing is future, 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 future forward. And they kept harping on future. And I think that the big promo that went out this weekend, like they're investing in our future. And so we need to invest in our future. And so I know we both took advantage of that because it's like we need to take advantage of our future and do something different.
I love it. I love it. Yes, future, like for me, every time they talked about the future, I'm like, and then when he did the visual of like Nike and different companies, and I mean, I honestly, so I know business, like even before this, just doing hair and my husband owning his own pool business. I know it's a lot of this,
The ups and downs,
and
yeah.
it's a lot of that. But I will tell you, I probably never thought that Nike had such a down. Like I don't think that ever would have come across my mind that, yeah, I'm sure that they had moments, but like I didn't think, oh, they had like a brief. Like, so
Right.
that is encouraging. It's a reminder of business, and we're in a crap economy. So we've really seen this, but it's that reminder, one, it's coming back, but two, people need income. Like this is where the business side right now is a really big thing, because we're like, hey, like the the income is here, and there are people that still spend money, that the economy has actually been good for them. So you just need to prospect to those people, and then, share the opportunity to the people that actually need to work for the money, it's future forward. It's always changing. So I appreciate you. I'm so
I
glad that y'all came.
I just feel like this year, I mean, like I said, this is my 7th Palooza, and there was just a different vibe this year, and it was a good one, and it felt really good, and this was the best one I've been to.
Oh,
It just felt good this year.
I've heard that so much, though. Everybody's like, I'm so glad I came. This is the best one yet. And I was just like, that's so awesome.
I
Like,
mean, I don't know, maybe it was because they put tables out for all of us, so we all felt like VIP.
yeah.
I don't know.
I did. I know I look back, and I wasn't sure, because I looked back and I thought, gosh, VIP goes really far back. And Jason goes, everybody has tables. And I was like, what? Like, that's cool.
It was nice being able to, like,
Yeah.
write comfortably, take our notes. It was really nice. They did a great job this year.
So I will tell you, you got a taste of VIP-ish. Okay. So now when you save your money, and again, like we've told everybody, start saving now, save your money with the goal of VIP, because next year general admission might not have tables. Like it might have
Right.
been available, at this one. So
So
yeah,
start saving that money now.
yeah,
That's what we talked about. We're gonna get there. We're making sure we get there. So we have already started talking about saving that money.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Jennifer, Brittany's partner in crime over here. Y'all are just so stinking cute. Okay, so Jennifer, same. Is it your 7th Palooza as well? Okay, so are you unmuted? Can you unmute?
Ah, I
Okay.
can. I had to get on my phone because the computer wouldn't work, and it's like I just having so much
I
difficulties.
was like, well, she said you couldn't get the passcode to work, or wrong
No,
passcode. So I
it's
was like,
like
I'm just
nothing
gonna send
wanted
her
to
the
work.
link. And yeah, okay. Well, I'm glad you're here now. So, and I'm
It's
glad.
trying. Life is trying to sabotage me.
Listen, I've had technology issues for 3 days, so I get it. All right, but I'm glad you're here now. I'm glad you came to Palooza. Go ahead and share with us, like, what, you know, your weekend
Okay,
and,
this
and
was
coming back.
this was my 7th as well, and so it's good to see the faces that you may not know their name, but you know their faces, and you're like, I'm glad they're still with the company. I just feel like this year it just kind of recharged me, like my love for the company, my love for the community. It's really hard to explain how Lavelle is, and I truly feel Lavelle is different than any other marketing company out there. I don't know, because I feel like we have our hearts are in it. We care about making people feel better. It's not just the weight loss thing. It's different things, and so that's one of the things that I have always loved about Lavelle. But what I took away from it was I got to let go of the past. And I know that. And Brittany has told me that several times too, but I hold on to it. And then, like Pamela was saying, those people that quit you, you want to bring them back, or you want to try to drag them along, and they may not want to go with you anymore, and it's hard to stop worrying about the past and to move forward. But I have told myself that's the way it is. I'll reach out, touch base, and they can either come with us or they can stay behind. But just focusing on the future and moving forward. And I've got to work on myself in general, because I know that it's all up to me on how my business is going to run. And it's hard when you put in, 12 hours a day at work, and then you have the drive. My day starts at 4 a.m. So it's nonstop all day. And sometimes it's just hard to settle down. I don't get an hour lunch. So that's another thing. Before, in the past, when I was really working at building my business, I had an hour lunch. So I could do calls, I could do, messages or whatever, but I don't have that opportunity. So I've got to.
But we're not looking at the past anymore.
That's right. I got to stay positive, and I've got to keep going forward, and I got to figure out what I could do to stay committed to my business moving forward and stay positive, because I know we're going to have down days, and just not get down on myself. And that was one of the things that, Jason was talking about, it's going to happen, but just don't stay down, just keep moving forward. And I need to have belief in me that I can do this, and be where I was and farther. And that's just really is a lot of self inflection. This whole, like, I just reflected over everything over the weekend, and it was just so good to be around everybody.
Well, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that y'all came. But yes, I do. I love that. Like, going forward, we have, doing the self-assessments,
Yeah.
getting out of our own head and out of our own way. Because here's the thing, this is the opportunity we have. One, we still have an amazing 3 steps that truly change lives, and I couldn't go a day without it. But we have lots of other things that can bring people in if they're not ready for the 3 steps. There's, this new Thrive Pro, like, there's just so many things that we can run with and grab attention of. And then also, I would challenge y'all to go into your downline. Don't spend forever in there, but go into your cloud office, go into your downline, and go look and see where's some volume coming from, right? This is the perfect time to do it too, because this is the end of the month, right? So go and look. You can sort in your level 1, or not level 1, but you can sort in your sponsorship downline, like my team sponsorship downline. You can go there and you can sort by QV and descending, and you can see where's their volume coming from, and you can just go start clicking, and like, you can click like the main sponsor name, and just keep clicking until you see where's that volume coming from, who's ordering, or who has a couple people ordering. And then you can just reach out and let them know, hey, I'm still here. Or maybe you don't know them. Hey, I want to introduce myself to you. Cause you never know, like, one of them that's got a little bit of orders down there, maybe the next person to come
That's
up
true.
and blow up your future. So, kind of reach down to them. And then again, got, like Pamela, gathering new firewood. Like, let's
Yes.
start a whole new fire, and you can't do it with burnt out wood. So
No, you cannot. we have refueled, recharged. We're ready to build that fire.
Okay, so for those of y'all that are on, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, ladies, for sharing. We're doing another one tomorrow, I think at 12. I think it's at 12. I will get that out tonight so that we can share it more and maybe blast it out if y'all would help me blast that out. And go enjoy your evening. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thank you.